what it is, man. It's 3 a.m. on Whittier. Your boys is back in the building. Your boys is back on the block with it.
Yes, sir, man. We back in here another week with it, man. Not quite to the, 100 episode, man, as y'all seen right now. But, we got a Spooky Hours edition right here, so we're going to go ahead and roll with the punches on it.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our executive producer, Marv, man. He introduced us right here until we, go ahead and transition over to the live. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? We, could be sitting it out, doing something like that. But, we decided to go ahead and jump in here, man, and get back to it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to kid that did, man.
Yeah, shout out to kid that did, man. But, like I said, man, Spooky Hours edition, man. You rocking with your boys, man. 3 a.m. on Whittier, man. I am your host, Coachjaer. I got my co-host with me.
And you know what it is, man. It's your boy Rap as well, a.k.a. Mr. Pop Out What You Into, a.k.a. Big Culture. And another a.k.a. I'm just here so I don't get fined, boss, on the gang.
On the gang, man. We in here, man. But we ain't going to take too much time out y'all day, man, tonight, man. Or tonight, I should say, man. Got a few things to go on. It's kind of like a little dry out there.
Yeah, man.
It's kind of a little dry out there, man. But, we make, what I'm saying, lemon. We get some lemons, man. We going to make lemonade. So, we get what we do what we do.
Yeah, buddy.
But before we go too far, man, let's go ahead and shout out to our sponsors real quick and jump into that, man.
So y'all too busy to relax. H2O is here to help. Our CBD infused water is the perfect way to unwind and recharge even in the midst of chaos. With every sip, feel the stress melt away and your focus sharpen. H2O, your oasis in a bottle. H2O, feel the flow. Make sure y'all go ahead and grab you a case or two, man. Official H2O.com. Yeah, man.
One of the best waters on the market, man. CBD infused, man. So, like I said, man, don't be thirsty out there, man. Don't be thirsty, man. We going into summer, man. I want to see y'all out here looking right, man. Don't be out here, man, looking like milk aged, man. So, but, like I said, man, we going to go ahead and make this, a different one tonight, man. Spooky Hours edition, man. Before we go too far, though, how was your week, brother?
Man, getting it together, man. Getting everything circulated, man. Of course, we got some things about to pop out there that we, wrapped up recently, man. So, I'm going to let you get to it later when it's time. But, yeah, man, just working on plans, man. Getting everything together for this 100th episode that's going to be live and direct. But other than that, man, what's up with you?
The homie made egg salad and made a quiche last week. that was his week, man.
That nigga made a casserole.
That nigga made a casserole with his week, man. But no, what did I do last week, man? Oh, so popped out, man. My mom's is back. My mom's went home to Michigan. She went home to Michigan and did her thing. Went to Detroit, went to Lansing, went home to Saginaw. So,
okay.
She popped out, went down there, man. Wish I could have went, though. You ain't gonna lie. Wish I could have went. Seen. No, I want to go see my family. I'm a real family-oriented, person, More like, what I'm saying? Because people don't really get that, what I'm saying? I'll say for me, what I'm saying? They probably don't really get that, but I'm very family-oriented, man. So, I wanted, my auntie, man, or cousins, but we just call them auntie, man. But, they celebrated, man. They celebrated her 80th birthday.
Yeah, man. She's still fly, too.
Fly, I'm talking about, man. If I could post a picture for her, man, they moving, they driving cars.
When you say black don't crack.
Man, they moving, man. But she went back home, did that, man. And like I said, I was really here, man, just working on business and stuff like that. I had a few sessions and really just tapped in working in the stew, man. Oh, yeah, like I said, my mom came back. Me and my mom's went and got something to eat. Got to get, her whole rollout of everything that was going on. It was something else that happened, man, big, man, but it skipped my mind when we started talking about the whole, her going back. Yeah. But it'll come back to me later on in the show, man. I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. I'm just appreciative for y'all pulling up on us tonight. So shout out to y'all, man. If y'all have not did it already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe on this video right now.
Yes, sir. The realest podcast on YouTube.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, on the live, homies.
Yeah, man.
But
can't out on the dead ones, though.
None of that ones, man. But like I said, man, it's gonna be a crazy one tonight, man. We didn't have a lot of content out there, man. We had some content, but we don't go for, the bottom of the barrel stuff. But the biggest thing, like I said, out there, man, we gonna keep it court, man. Yeah, your boy, man, Lil Tay, man, what's his name, man?
Why you keep saying my boy? Like he's thinking your boy.
Yeah, bro, man. But I see, man, I threw it off already, bro. But Damn, threw me off. Lil TK. I was about to say Lil TJ because I seen some of Lil TJ getting tossed around too. But
F a beat. I'm just trying to beat a case.
yeah, Lil TK, man. TK, man, man, it was a little crazy because TK, man, if y'all don't know, man, he had the race song a few years ago, probably about 8 years ago now.
Yeah, it's been a minute, like 2017, 16.
Damn, it don't seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah, man, that's because they aged him.
But TK, he has been down for at least probably about 8 years now, and he, went down at like 16.
Yeah,
he's like 24 years old now. But he was recently, he was already serving a 55-year sentence, and he was going to court, to face this other charge or this other capital murder charge, and. It sounded like it was, not going his way. I'm just gonna give it real. It didn't sound like it was going his way, but it sounded like he would at least, got like, with the 55-year sentence, it's just like maybe they would have ran the concurrent, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe they would even just lessen the sentence, man. He already serving 55, man. And this happened at a young age. But the judge didn't feel that way, man. She gave him an 80-year sentence, man. And this is on a murder charge, man. He beat the capital murder charge, which capital murder, you can get death. So that was, a relief right there, man. But his mom, jumped up in the courtroom, very happy, man, when she heard that murder charge, was dropped.
She thought they had won.
Yeah, but just, going into it, man, we're going to try to segue it a lot tonight, man. How you feel about, just the whole case, and do you feel like 80 years is deserved, for somebody that was underage when the crime was committed?
Definitely don't feel like it was deserved, bro, especially when you take into a fact that he was a kid. That don't get it wrong. Kids out here can be grown, you know what I'm saying? Because murder, when it's a thin line, you know what I'm saying? You're still taking a body, but as a kid, I feel like you haven't matured enough to even come to that point where it's wrong, but you haven't matured to that point of the consequence of those actions. You know what I'm saying? So with TK, it's kind of sensitive, bro, because like he said, he went on the run, but I look at it like this, bro. All this stuff came because of him. They were considering charging him as a minor, but when you take your stuff off, go on the run, and then you commit a murder while on the run, bro, nah, it ain't that. That's
I mean, I'm just gonna give my opinion on it. Like I don't, like I said, 16. I understand that. I got a few people that I know personally that a couple of people that are just crazy to say it like this, but that are juvenile lifers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And they got locked up as juveniles, man, and they fighting their cases right now. You know what I'm saying, to try to come out, and they 40-some years old and been locked up since 16. And even with these people that I know personally, man, I'm going to say it like this, man. Once you take a life, like, it's really, I feel like I don't think it's no age bracket for that to be like, okay, you was this age. So it's, unless you was 5 years old or something, and it was something like a, tragic accident or something like that.
It also.
You like that, like it would, definitely be like, I'm saying, something that has to happen like that. But in this instance right here where he, he cut off his leg monitor. He was, like I said, I feel like at 16, really at 14, 15, your mind is not fully developed, but you know right from wrong. So I feel like with, the 55 year, I feel it was warranted, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like to see people in jail, especially black people, man, but I feel the 55 year was warranted. And I feel the 80 year was warranted. The 80 year, I feel like it may be even more warranted because, like I said, you were out on the run and you committed this murder right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I felt the same way with that too. The 80 year was way more warranted because I know in the first one, I think that was like at some house party or something. But yeah, for you to go, supposedly the story is when they got the cameraman and the cameraman, and that's what killed me too because his girlfriend at the time, she had testified against him. Like we went and got the cameraman, and basically they just tried to pull a move and rob him. You know what I'm saying? And the way they did it, the way she explained it, bro, it's just like, bro, that's 16, nah, bro, that ain't the move, bro.
Nah, 16 is definitely not the move, but, like, I mean, once you take a life, it's, it's a life, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I mean, that person can't go see their son or, they family member anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they can go out here and they can go visit him. You know what I'm saying? He can still get commissary. He can still, you know what I'm saying, watch TV, man, get on the internet. He can still get better at himself.
Yeah,
I mean, he still can fight his case.
Yeah, I mean
You know what I'm saying?
he don't got death, so that's not off the table. So they can still fight and do this and that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe lead a lesser sentence down the road. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But what he did, I mean, I like I say, I can't go against the judge, bro. It was, I mean, to me, it was warranted, man.
And I feel like, man, like with this whole thing right here, he has a better shot with the 80-year sentence than getting the L.
And I mean, yeah, because he got a release date. So
He has a
you know
release
what I'm
date,
saying?
and then that release date can always get chopped down. These is state cases.
Yeah.
So with state cases, you already know how that can go anyway. You can work it down,
They can
find
get
a
commuted.
loop,
They can get commuted.
and find a loop, and yeah, get commuted by a governor versus have to get commuted by the president.
Yeah, it's hard trying to fight. When you get the death penalty, it's hard. Or when you get that life.
Life, when you get life, yeah, you get life. It's hard to get that L off you. But if you got, you know what I'm saying, 55 years, man, there's always, you know, like you said, a loophole in there. You could work your time down, the state time at that, so you don't even know if they're getting it a day at a time, you know, whatever, man. Day, you know, what is it? You do a day,
Yeah,
they give a day.
Good day, get a day.
You know what I'm saying? So that can be turned down and that, you know, but she did that on purpose, I believe, bro, because of them state stipulations. 'Cause it's like, I give him 80, you gonna do 40.
Yeah, he might get it down to 30. But then again, she gave him enough time to where you're gonna have to, if you got to do 50% of that time, and you already got a 55, and then you got an 80 ball that's not rolling concurrently. Yeah, bro, you out the game, bro. Now
That's what
what's
I'm
working
saying.
for him is he's mad young.
He's mad young, man. He's grown up in prison as you looking at it right now. And the first thing I think about, man, is like we gonna go into this topic next, but like it just, you know, like I seen a thing I posted like years ago. It's this dude from like oh man, I think he's from like Philadelphia. You remember I posted it, man, when dude he had got locked up at like 13 or something like that.
Yeah, he got locked up as a preteen.
And he had been locked up so long that he was just like, yo, when they got ready to release him, because he had been in front of the parole board, you know what I'm saying, forever, man. But he's damn near like, he's like 70 years old, you know, at this time. So he did like almost 50 years in jail. Yeah, I remember Larry Hoover did like probably like almost 50 years in jail. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But what I was gonna say is that, like, you know, he does have a shot to get back out here, but it's just sad we're seeing it in front of our eyes right now. Like,
Yeah, I mean, in this case, because we see it, and like you say, we seen them get locked up at 17. So even to see him at 24, we like, damn, they don't age them, bro. Like, he a man now.
it happens like that, bro, man. He's 16, bro, but hey, man, like I can't even say, you know, our stance up here, man. We came in free that, man. You can't say free that.
Nah, you take a life, my brother. That's
2 lives, man.
yeah, 2. And then on top of that, before we get off that, you know, he got the case coming up for another attempted murder on the old dude.
He still got a case.
Yeah, they charged him with attempted murder, bro. He
You
got
could have told me that before I'm sitting here speaking positivity about he got this, he could work this down. You talking about he got another attempt? He got an attempted
man.
murder too?
Yeah, man.
You can get life off damn near attempted murder, bro. Yeah, you can with the record.
Yeah, man, he did that white dude, bro, and assaulted him,
it's
man.
crap, man.
Yeah, he still got another one to go. So it's like, damn, it ain't over.
It's crapped out, bro.
Hey, bro, I tell you, bro, to get an 80 piece after already getting a 55 piece, bro, I don't know, bro, how I'm sitting in the cell.
It's crazy, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, bro. I'm sick, bro. I got the flu. I'm tired.
I don't want to talk to no. I'm sleepy. I'm sleeping
Like,
all 24. Like, yo, bro, I ain't got
I
nothing
don't even
going
know,
on.
man. But yeah, man. Prayers to you, though. Prayers to you, brother. Prayers to you, man. Just staying on that though, man. Did you see? Did you see Fleece Johnson pop out here on the 20 verses? No, Pop the Balloon. You know what I'm saying? It was just say Pop the Balloon. Did you see Fleece Johnson? If y'all don't know who Fleece Johnson is, man, you probably seen Lockup like we did as, you know, youngins or whatever, man. When Lockup was out, man. This is the Boondocks character, man. What is Fleece Johnson's real name? Is it Fleece Johnson?
Yeah, it's Fleece Johnson, bro.
Okay, we talking about the Booty Warrior. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah. That's what y'all may know him as, like the Booty Warrior.
Yeah, you gotta say the Booty Warriors.
But he popped out on 20 verse.
It was a 20V unk.
Pop the balloon, cause they had balloons. Yeah, they popped the balloons.
They had balloons. Yeah.
But it was on Old Boy channel, and I'm not gonna spend too much time. But you know, coming off the the TK stuff, man, it was a weird one to watch, I should say, bro, because I had it was definitely like that one show that you said you used to watch back in the day.
Hold on, man. Before you say I used to watch.
No, I'm just saying, like I heard Duval, I heard a couple straight, dudes say the same thing. They watch it, but the gay The gay parts had to cut it off.
Whoa. You talking about the Showtime show. Yeah.
What is it
P
called?
Valley, man.
P-Valley.
Don't put that on me,
No, I'm
bro.
just saying, I'm putting it in the same context, though, because, like, I'm watching it, but, you know, at the same time, it's dudes on her he had as well, but, like, I'm sitting there like, yeah, man, it's just, you know, that's kind of like a crazy thing to watch, man, and they, you know, he got regular dudes on here, like, you know, shooting for they shot at love with him, man. But what I took out of that, though, because what he was saying was that he had been locked up, which I didn't know that. He had been locked up since he was 14.
Yeah.
And he did 40 years. He gave 40 years to the state, bro. 40 years, man. And he had said in there, man, and, you know, like I said, man, this is, you know, one of those, you know, deep, you know, different type of subjects right here. But, you know, he had said since he was 14, man, he had never been with a woman. He got locked up when he was 14. So he's never been with a woman and shit, man. And he was like, yo, man, he lost his virginity, you know, pause in there, you know, and all that stuff happened, man, you know, just like, you know, him, allegedly, he said he never took anything from nobody, they gave it to him. And, like, with the whole thing in there, I kind of, like, as the show went, the 20, whatever it's called, the Pop the Balloon, as it went, like, if y'all watched it, man, it turned into damn near like a testimony slash, like educational, like, yo, man, like, for kids, it's like, yo, this is, you know, Scared Straight on 10. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gonna meet me when you come in here. You gonna see me.
Facts, bro. Dude said that, man. Like, he had never been with a woman, bro, before until he got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? And that is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you went 40-something years and never. Well, I know he had. I think he said something there where he had got something from one of the guards or something, one of the female guards.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, but other than that, though, yeah, he ain't getting that.
That's wild, bro. But you remember, though, you think about it, like I said, we just talking about juvenile lifers and stuff like that. You know, like I said, you know some people that's juvenile lifers and stuff like that, man. So when you think about that, like, that's gotta be, for especially a man or a female, bro, some of the most darkest times to go through, bro. Like, you never even got the chance to even, like, share the opposite sex, bro. Or
that's crazy, man. To never get the experience, and then you go right to prison. Whew.
It was wild, bro, man. But in the same instance of it, though, man, what do you think, man? Because, I mean, I understand, like, I don't even got to ask you what you think about that, but what do you think about his story? Like, do you think that, I mean, to be honest with you, for us, man, if I had the money to buy it, I would buy it.
Oh, yeah, man. The story definitely is a hit movie, bro. Yeah. Think about it, because in this case, it's not about the booty warrior stuff, but it's more.
No, it's about that too, bro.
I mean, it's about
that's
that.
going to sell the movie, bro.
But it's not about that. It's a message to the youth,
It's
bro.
a message, bro.
It's a message to you dudes that hit 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and think y'all just doing a body coming home. No, nigga, you going to be in there with a nigga like him. And you ain't gonna be able to defend yourself, bro. Like, like they gonna get it.
Picture trying to guard your buns every day
for 20 plus years.
20, and then
he in there just plotting. He already know the game. He like,
facts.
Man, I'm just wait, bro. I get him.
You like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be like, when like old boy 4 Extra, you know what I'm saying? Or even like NBA Youngboy. It's like, bro, man, y'all been out here. Don't you like going to get something to eat? Don't you like, you know what I'm saying? Just say, don't you like women? You know what I'm saying? Don't you like being there to see your mama? You know what I'm saying?
I know NBA Youngboy do, man. He got about 20 kids, but
that's what I'm saying. Don't you like the freedomness of doing that, bro? So when I see niggas just like, yo, man, I'm gonna do the most crash out stuff, and then with the youngins, it's just like, what? Like, these are prime examples. Like, you know, TK, man, we watched him like, dog, when he had the first murder.
Yeah.
We was like, yo, man, when he was on the run and stuff, we like, dang, bro, man, he don't realize in his mind how, you know what I'm saying?
And like I said it at the time, I said, he don't realize he ain't gonna see these streets for a minute. And the reason I knew they gonna keep him in there, because he was cocky when they took him in, when he was out there on the run, because for one, he had no reason to cut off his monitor.
Well, no, I don't want to circle back to him. I'm just saying,
I'm just saying in general. Yeah, in general, that's
like, but that's the mind of a child, and that's what the old boy. When, like I'm saying, if you haven't watched it, you know, it's funny, you know what I'm saying, but you can get something out of it as well, because like it turned into like it's like a 2-hour damn near like Pop the Balloon, but the shit turned into like for like the last hour, you know, a learning piece.
Yeah.
You know, what not to do, or you would end up in there with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I do applaud him for coming out of there, for getting out of there, because he said, I ain't want to go. They had to put me out that month. But I do applaud him because the dude is married, and I don't think he wasn't too keen on that gay stuff outside.
Yeah, I mean, that's what caught me, bro.
No,
yeah, that's what caught me, too, because I was like, I kept turning it off, turning it on, going past it, like that. And it wasn't like nothing like crazy like that, but it was just him talking about it and just me thinking about like prison. If I seen the real locked up, yeah, I was like, I don't want to think. But he wasn't keen on that. You know what I'm saying? Because they really tried to push the whole like, all right, you like dudes now, and he was like, nah, man, I did what I have to do in there, which is still no excuse for no man. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just I'm thugging it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not attracted to the opposite. I mean, I'm not attracted to the same sex.
I had to do what I had to do to get one off, basically.
But it's somebody that was 14 years old. I still don't give it no pass, nothing like that. But he is a child and didn't. Well, he didn't know any better.
He did say though. He said he didn't start messing with dudes and stuff till he was like 15, 20 years in. He didn't just go in there and start. You know what I'm saying? But he waited a while.
He waited a while, man. But at the same time, he got pushed away to the side in there when he was like, yo, one of the girls asked like, did you ever become the, you know what I'm saying, the prey? And he said, yeah, man. He's like, yeah. But then, when the jokes started flying in there, I don't think he felt comfortable keep going on about it.
Yeah, he was trying to lean out there. He's like, man, I got a wife, bro. I've been married since I got out of jail. Like, I ain't. Nah.
Yeah, he ain't feeling nothing. He was like, yo, man. He's like, if I had to, he was asking all the questions, would you have to have 2 men or 2 women? He like, man, 2 women. Like, I was in prison. I wouldn't deal with a man if I wasn't in prison. But, coming from us, it's still like, yo, it's wild to even think. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But I was kind of happy to hear him say that, though. I'm like, yo,
yeah, I was happy.
Please don't be out here still living up to your name, nigga.
Please don't be out here taking it, definitely, but don't be out here, like, messing with, that, if, you know what I'm saying? I mean, each to each his own, but it's like, I was glad more to hear, like, hey, yo, bro, okay, you actually do like women. It was a situation, which I still don't agree with, but, that's a sticky one.
He heard that macaroni sound and he couldn't turn around.
She put it on him, bro.
Put it on him.
Put it on him, man. But we will speak more about that, man. I think when we go live, I want to definitely jump more into, you know what I'm saying, like a deep dive.
Yeah, maybe a little review will come, man.
Yeah, I want to do a deep dive, and I'm probably saying too much right now, but I want to do a deep dive on what put him there.
Man, I never thought about that.
You know what I'm saying? On the case.
Because he didn't say it on the show what he got in there for. I think it may have been...
No, murder.
Yeah, it had to be murder, bro.
What else you serving for 40 years? Murder, bro. Yeah. But, I think we should do a deep dive on that. So we're going to circle back to that, man. But if y'all haven't did it already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe on this video, man.
Hit that bell.
Hit that bell. What else out there, bro?
Man, so word in the streets, man, Diddy done hired Brian Steele. If you don't know who Brian Steele is, man, Brian Steele would be Young Thug's lawyer.
I thought the name sounded familiar, bro.
Yeah. Hey, if he fight for him like he fighting for Thug, bro, he was about to go to jail over Thug. So that's the type of nigga I want fight for me any day. Like, yo, bro. But I think that's a win. I don't know if people noticing, but Diddy stacking up W's.
Diddy stacking up, quietly, but surely he about to come home, bro.
I'm trying to tell y'all, a lot of y'all gonna have to tug tail. Cause Diddy gonna get up out of there, bro. Cause it looks like I believe he got a good chance of getting the Cause as soon as they grant him a probation hearing, as soon as he get approved for it, he's out of there, bro.
Cause once you get the bail, man, you got the lawyer, man. He's building up the dream team right now, bro. So I think they gonna start eating them cases.
Start eating them, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this
and
ain't...
if he do time, I don't think it's gonna be like nothing major. Now the Cassie, he can't get away from that.
Nah, he paid her though.
Yeah, but he did pay her, but she's still testifying against him, so he can't get away.
She testifying about her, stuff that they did or whatever, man. But if it don't imply to none of the cases that's being filed against them, she doing that to protect herself from any, you know what I'm saying, criminal charge coming, man. Because they say she was, in there, pouring baby oil down chicks' backs. That's what they say.
Pouring baby oil between girls' toes.
Allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
But hey, I mean, I think it, man. I knew this was gonna happen though. I knew it. I was like, everything just gotta die down. Once everybody keep throwing these cases out here every day, and his lawyer, once he established his lawyer and his team, I was like, he finna get out that month, bro.
I heard somebody say that, man. They was like, yo, when they kept remember when he first got denied, they was coming back like the next week. You know what I'm saying? Let me get another one. Next week, next one. It's like, yo, man, I think the best thing for Diddy at this time was to, you know what I'm saying, let it die down, you know, let some of these cases, you know what I'm saying, get more like, you know, light to it. Like, yo, do y'all hear these people, what they doing?
Yeah.
The hotline helped too.
Yeah, that definitely worked for him, bro. It worked for him. And I was just like, dang, bro. But see, you gotta take all of those cases and stuff we was in, you gotta all take it with a grain of salt, bro. I knew it was too many popping up. I was like, bro, now this is getting ridiculous now. All y'all niggas wouldn't, a lot of y'all niggas couldn't even get into his white party.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know how hard it is like to get into one of
bro?
Diddy parties, and some of these multiple, I'm like, bro, you ain't even on that level.
I'm like, bro. You there as a wine server. You ain't even getting in there to be, and if you are in there, you're not in them rooms where they doing that.
Yeah.
So when I started seeing all these flim-flam cases come out, I'm like, all right now.
That's like when what's the name, it popped out, it was like Chris, they was like, what's that? It was like Chris Tucker was on Epstein Island.
Epstein Island.
I was like, what he was doing up there? He's trying to get some bills paid.
Hey, he went up there to enjoy the party. Yeah. That nigga's up there to get his taxes.
He said he came out as he was one of the niggas on the menu.
Hey, look, it like you go in there, you see the picture of that nigga laughing on there, nigga. Like, 20 million.
But that shit is crazy though, man. Because really, honestly though, man, what is Diddy not doing that? Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. What is Diddy, and this is no disrespect to any of the victims, but what is Diddy not doing that some of these princes, kings, these dudes that stay out the country and they fly these women out, man, and excuse my French, some of these girls be getting flued out to Dubai and getting shitted on for $50K. You know what I'm saying? And coming back here. Now, I know that's not America, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, they doing this all over, man. There's a whole bunch of Nigerians, Africans, and all that getting, like, keep it 100. A lot of these chicks out here, man, you can look at Real Housewives of Atlanta. I ain't gonna say no names. But, you know what I'm saying? You can go out the country and these girls is doing anything and everything, man, and coming back with 30, 40K, 50K, a new body.
Or a ring.
You know
what I'm saying? They coming back. Like. So
Diddy is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people that are charging with things or doing things, a lot of these people who's doing stuff are getting paid to do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If he was saying, yo, I want you to come do this and that, or even if it was like, you know, I'm gonna help you get into a better position and this and that. Like, it wasn't rape. Like, it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? That man said that he put a gun to the head, you know what I'm saying? And this is allegedly from when I'm reading through these transcripts.
Yeah.
But
all of it's alleged.
How you feel? Like, you think that, I ain't gonna say obviously it's a difference if it's rape or something like that. But, like, as far as the sex trafficking, transporting, like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, I never, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was waiting for more to come out about that, because I was just like, shit, nigga, everybody that throw big party, every celebrity does that, because I'm not gonna say everybody, but everybody did a parties like that. Even if they went to white party, they don't flew chicks out, they don't flew strippers out. Like, come on, bro. Like, what we talking about?
It's like they taking
now the minor thing, that's where I'm kind of construed. They were trying to say he bought minors down.
But when have we found one minor though?
That's what I'm saying. When have we ever? I've never seen, like, from what I've seen at the white parties, it's two different parties. Though, obviously, you got the day party. And you got the night party. You know what I'm saying? At the day party, I see people with their kids. I be seeing his kids.
Yeah, I see kids there.
I see that one.
Politicians, everything, man.
Now, when them night parties, the few things I've seen, I ain't seen no damn kids.
Yeah, I ain't seen none of that. Like,
where's these traffic they talking? That's why I don't be believing half that stuff, bro. I was like, that's gonna get dropped, bro. But
it's like they gonna pour it on you, man, when they get to that. Cause like you seen, I don't want to stay too long, bro. But Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah, I seen that with man.
Like, what the hell you doing, man? What you doing, man?
Come on,
like,
man.
You don't like, bro. As a beige red brother, you do not come out, bro. At the man about to get bailed, bro. Allegedly, you don't come out here, bro, and start bringing up like, yeah, man. Like you had. How long did he been gone? Like,
bro, Diddy been gone definitely over 6 to 8 months.
You had all this time, T. Howard, bro. Like, you had a lot of time to come out and, you know, put this out there. And it's just like, yo, I'm kind of tired of it now, man. Just like all the, just, you know, the slander, man. Yeah. If we ain't got no charges.
It's kind of like with me, it's like, let him get out and say that while he out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, all this talking about Diddy, man. I know I talk stuff about Diddy, but
You do.
I am media / rapper / podcaster. You know, I'm supposed to talk about these situations, bro. I don't want to be here talking about them, but that's my job. We got to do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like I look at it like this, man. When everything died down, when it died down, my slander died down. You know what I'm saying? Like it toned down because I'm like, oh, this
I
some
toned
bullshit.
my slander down as I seen it, coming on.
You seeing the bullshit. Mm-hmm. Like when I started seeing the Jay-Z lawsuits and he was in with them and they start falling like.
But you was making jokes though and shit though. It's different between making jokes and like, yo, niggas is like trying to tell, oh, I would never work with him and this and that. Like, no, you ain't saying it because we ain't got nothing to stand on yet.
Nah.
Besides the Cassie tape and all this and that, like I said, I was like, that's definitely something, you know what I'm saying, that I don't stand for or stand, with. But that's something, man, domestic, man, and I can't, I can't. That's like if I don't know all the people around me, which I don't know everybody doing their lives when they not around me.
Yeah.
So, and I pray that none of my peoples ain't got no domestics on them, but I don't know what people do when they shit is behind closed doors. This just so happened to get leaked.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like you say, you don't know who you around, dog. He could be the coolest nigga in the world, and as soon as he get closed that door at home, he talking with hands. But
you don't know. You can be, man. You don't know if your homies or whatever done had some situations like that. Like I said, we hope not. You know what I'm saying? Same I feel. Like, I don't hope that my homies or family members ain't never been no putting hands on a woman or nothing like that, or no women in my family putting hands on their man.
Yeah.
Or friends, whatever. But, like I said, that's something that was leaked. That's not, you know what I'm saying, that, we don't know what people doing behind their closed doors. So, I think it's something I don't stand with, but at the same time, though, man, it's going to have to be a lot more.
Yeah, and really that's the thing about relationships because, like you say, you don't want to know what's going on behind somebody's closed door. And even though that did leak and get exposed in that, and that's the world we live in, dog, I mean, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Brother. But, hey, man.
Hey, man, free Diddy, man, until we get, like I said, until he, proven guilty, free Diddy, man.
Free
as simple as that.
Take that.
Free your boy, man. But just jumping into something else real quick, man. Your boy Weezy Wayne, man. He fresh out the skate park, bro. He don't know what's going on.
That nigga is still in 06, bro.
Like, funny thing about it, we spoke on this a long time ago, man, when the whole Kendrick and Drake beef was going on. We was like, yo, Wayne probably don't know nothing about this, bro.
Nothing about the beef, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, though, bro. Yeah, to be that torn away from hip-hop, but actively still doing shows in hip-hop and not knowing what is going on.
Now, he did, like what we getting into, y'all, right now, is that he did speak out in the interview and say that he is just now finding out a lot of different things that's going on. Like, he didn't know Lil Durk got took to jail. You know
oh, my God.
He said he didn't even know that the They Not Like Us, you know what I'm saying? He didn't know at first the They Not Like Us was even about Kendrick.
Oh,
about Drake.
Bro, that's that type of rapper I don't want, bro. That's crazy to not remember stuff like that. And then I heard supposedly when he did say he didn't remember the situation, and he had free Lil Durk shirts on his couch. Yeah. Bro. When he said that.
He don't even know what it's for, bro.
They was gonna get at the he like, oh damn, he locked up. That's crazy, dog.
He thought they was doing a fundraiser.
And then I heard him say something else to the fact of he never heard Watch the Throne album. I'm like, dude.
So as it went, though, I ain't gonna lie. I think he was trolling some of it, bro, man. I'm like, it gotta be some trolling to him. But he's so, away from everything going on. It's like, hey, he might be not even tripping, bro, or not even lying, bro.
You think he that away, bro? Like,
not to Watch the Throne, nah.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's like Jay his best rapper. That's a shot, bro.
That's a shot at Jay.
You doing too much, yeah.
That's a shot at Jay. Wayne always had, unspoken competitive beef with Jay. Even though Jay didn't have competitive beef with Wayne, because Jay looking at you like you the little homie, you not even in my space. And remember Wayne, as he made that, that claim of him being the best rapper alive, and then I feel like with Wayne, Wayne wanted to be, acknowledged by Jay.
Yeah.
When he finally did acknowledge him, it was damn near, what was it, Carter 3?
Yeah, that shit was over. Like
No, it was. I mean, this is when Wayne took up, but he had no choice but to acknowledge him at that point. He couldn't do nothing on the Carter 3, bro. At that time, Wayne was the biggest thing on the planet, so he had couldn't do nothing but acknowledge that man. So it was smart for him to do the Carter song or whatever, the Mr. Carter song. But I don't know if Jay actually, always fuck with him like that though.
I mean, Jay, I don't think Jay cared too much for him and Stunner.
I think it was more. I think he may have cared for Wayne because he tried to sign him at the time, but I just think he never cared for Stunner. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to go in business with Stunner because after he tried to sign him, and he couldn't. It's like the whole relationship fell apart. Like you're like, nah, I don't know. Like I know niggas like you from the third wall. Nigga, I ain't
trust no nigga named Brian, man.
Nah, dawg.
But I mean, I feel like it's definitely, man, that right there. He really don't know what's going on with a lot of things, but I feel like that was more of a shot at Jay for the Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, but still though, Wayne, bro, you never know, bro. That nigga like he live in a cave. Like Wayne be out here, but he don't be out here. You know what I'm saying? Like
he out here, bro, but that's a shot to Jay, bro, man. That's a shot to Jay,
yeah,
bro.
That sounds like a shot, man. But all that other stuff Wayne talking about is just.
Who can pull Jay out of retirement? Can Wayne pull him out of retirement, man? Because, I feel like, I think Wayne need to let that Super Bowl stuff go.
He said he let it go. He said even if they offered, though. I did hear he said even if they offered him, he said the aura is lost now. So,
bro, if they offer him a Super Bowl, he doing that shit, bro. I don't care if that shit is in
after
Kansas.
all this stuff, too, I don't think they offer
Bro,
him.
everybody that nigga, that's a bag that you can't pass up, bro. They don't pay you, bro, but it's going to put you in a way better position in life. Yeah. You can't turn down no Super Bowl, bro. Not as a rapper.
Well, he said he ain't going to do it if they offer. So.
But I just think that was a sour taste in his mouth from that. I think he need to he let the Kendrick stuff go, which he didn't really have a beef with Kendrick, but I feel like he did have some, animosity, I would say, just because, he got that look.
Yeah. I know Drake be like, dawg, why you take off on me, dawg? You ain't know this was going on, bro? You ain't know all this shit? I know that nigga asking that because I don't know if he talked to him. Like, I can see Drake hitting him up like, Crody. On my head, bro. Like, you heard that? Wayne, dog, no, there's no way in the world, bro. I don't believe that.
That's what I'm saying. We were sitting here like, yo, Wayne, step up for your man, bro.
No.
He didn't step up, man, with the Pusha beef. So I knew he wasn't going to step up for the Kendrick beef.
Damn, man.
And that was his beef.
Man, Wayne, bro, you one of the greatest of all time, but this shit started to look like shit in the light, bro. Like, that's crazy.
We not slandering Wayne, bro.
Bro. I got love for Wayne. Is a top 10 rapper, certainly. You know what I'm saying? We'll go down on Hollywood.
Maybe he can be top 5, bro, man. It's something like, as far as like on paper, top 5.
Yeah, top 5, definitely, man.
As far as your opinion, or my opinion, probably top 10, you know what I'm saying? Maybe top 15 for me.
But the way you do your friends around you, Wayne, bro, man, if you're going to be the best rapper, bro, you can't be, because it's like, I look at it like Jay, you know what I'm saying? The niggas throw shots at Rockefeller at the time. Jay wasn't letting none of that slide, nigga, and I get my little homies to assassinate you, but I'm definitely front line with the niggas.
I mean, and when you come, and that's like,
and that's what always will put Jay over Wayne for me. This here, nobody sleeps about it, but it is hurting his legacy a little bit. That shit happened with the Pusha T. You ain't say nothing for that boy, and then it happened with Kendrick. That almost killed his career, and you ain't even acknowledge it.
That's still on the table right now, as far as the Kendrick and his career. Because like I said, Drake ain't dropped the album yet, man. He ain't dropped.
Bro, it's too late. It's over. Unless he appear on Drake's new album talking shit about Kendrick, then it's over.
No, it's over with that, man. But hey, shout out to Wayne. We will never, you know what I'm saying, doubt Wayne as far as if he can, shake up out of this and come back, drop a number 1 album. Is Wayne. So. We definitely, man, give him his flowers, bro. But he definitely got to chill out with some of that, though.
I don't want to hear Wayne right now unless I hear Young Moolah Baby in front of it. I don't hear that before he rap, bro. I don't hear it, bro.
It's wild, man. But, hey, let's get into some lighter stuff, man. So, Martin Lawrence, man. I don't know if y'all seen, but they're finally, set to do a spinoff of Martin's TV show, the legendary Martin TV show, man. From what I'm saying, though, they slated to do one for Tommy Davidson for, what is it called?
Varnell Hill.
Varnell Hill, man.
Did you miss me?
That's what it's going to be called. Did you miss me? How you think, though, man, it's going to go? Like,
they trying to recreate magic that ain't going to be magic no more, bro. Like, y'all, like, bro, I'm tired of seeing this, bro. Like, you know, like, we missing the boat on a lot of stuff we trying to reboot. Yeah. And I just don't, Tommy Davidson, he's still out here, bro, but I just don't. What you're gonna put him in a father role as Varnell Hill? The father? It's
gonna be on the radio, I would think.
Man, I don't think it's gonna go, bro. They should have did that like 10, 15 years ago, bro. Like you could have rebooted the Martin show and just had different characters and having Martin and Gina play the OG. And then you bought the apartment complex. Now you got another goofy. You know what I'm saying?
You should get out there and help write the script. I need to, like, you got some ideas over there, man. But yeah, I don't think I want.
When I seen it, I thought it was fake.
I don't want another Martin reboot though, because Tommy's gone. Everybody's there, but Tommy's gone. But I feel like a lot of the other characters that would need to be around that, you know what I'm saying, like the Brumans and the.
But they all still here though.
No, none of them ain't there, bro.
Brumman's still alive.
Brumman is still there, but I'm just saying it's a lot of.
Only one gone is Tommy. And what you call alive too? That owned the station. He's still alive. Garrett, he's still alive. Yes, sir. He just was.
But he's not coming back to do that though.
But no, he don't have to play. He can play a guest appearance, bro.
But why?
He could have be down the road sold it to his son or something. That's how you tie
but
people
the same
in.
script though, nah, bro. I don't think that's the word. That's what we just saying. That's what the whole reboot is about. Is about, you know, reinventing that mug, bro, and going off. You take a character off that was in the show and kind of, you know what I'm saying, branch off. Now he wasn't a mainstay character on there, but I'm thinking like, if you're gonna go with something, you're not gonna go with Gina. What, having a new man or something like that? You're not about to go. Nah. It could have been a show maybe, but Pam is a little older now, so maybe when it first ended, they probably could have did a show with Pam as, you know, getting her a man, because Pam was a funny person on the show. But it got to be somebody that can carry the show.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like it could be done. Like I say, Martin can do it. They could do it still in the upgrade the apartments and stuff, but just not everything the same, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but who's to say there's not gonna be a hit with this Varnell Hill stuff? Because Tommy Davidson is funny, bro.
Now let's get it wrong, bro. Just because the episode was funny, don't mean the show gonna be funny. Great episode as far as turning it into a full 10 episode, 20 episode show. I have to see what it's looking.
That's the
like,
character, though, man. Like, you know, it's the character is funny, bro. So I can see it being. We got to get back to doing sitcoms, man. I was watching at my homegirl's the other day, bro. Like, sitcoms is there, but it's kind of lost, though.
Because Tyler Perry doing them all.
No, it's more to him, though. That's what I found out. I was like, damn, when I found out it was more sitcoms out there, but it's just like, I don't even be having when I was watching it over there, I was like, yo, this is a pretty dope show. Will I come back and watch it again? Probably not. I was watching Seth the Entertainer show the other day, man. He has a show on there. I was like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, they got it's a few of them out there, man. Then you got 50 shows, you know, like Power.
But that's
and all
different.
That.
I'm talking about sitcoms.
As far as just a 30-minute sitcom to sit down and watch, bro, I haven't seen one in a long time.
It's just the Browns, Meet the Browns.
Yeah, yeah, that's the last one I usually like. Meet the Browns.
And it took me years to, you know, build up to watch that, because I'm like, yo, man, you know, you're so used to it. Like the '90s sitcoms was just so it.
It was just that aura about them. Bro.
Even the early 2000s, man, with 101 and all that. It's just like, it was way more, you know, nostalgic.
I mean, niggas used to come home and be watching Girlfriends, Paul. Hey, I was talking to them the other day.
Girlfriends started it when I was in school, and then like when the game came, it just like it took me a minute to get on the game because I didn't want to watch. I'm like, man, this shit is classic when I first got on, when I did get on it.
Bro, you used to be home every Friday watching because they used to put them out in twos.
Man, from 101.
I'm about to watch Derwin.
Then you had the 90s from 101 to, the 2001. You had Moesha in the 90s. You had Parenthood.
What's Monique's show that she did the spinoff?
The Parkers. Yeah,
man.
The Jamie Foxx show, Wayne's Brothers. You know, we can keep going and going, man, with these shows, man. But I was about to say Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but like I said, I keep going and keep going, bro. Shout out to Martin, though, man. It's something for us, man, to watch. So, I'm definitely supportive of it.
I'm going to check them out, man.
I'm going to check for it, man. But another thing I want to jump into while we kind of like keeping it in that, you know, nostalgic vibe, I should say. They are going rampant right now with these Mount Rushmore lists, man.
Yeah, they've been popping up all over the place.
They popping up. They just placing heads everywhere. I don't even know. But
who is the nigga doing the photography work, nigga?
It's wild, bro, man. But I seen one, though, man, where I seen the official one now that I'm seeing everybody pass around. They did an R&B Mount Rushmore. The first one I seen, it had Neo on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it make you, that's what I'm saying, don't do that to Neo, because it's like, Neo deserves his flowers.
Nothing against Neo, and Neo has wrote some of the most influential music, but nothing against Leo, nah. You talking about Mount Rushmore, bro.
Yeah, but like all that with that, man, it's just like, I respect it, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody out there doing their lists and stuff like that, but it's really only one true, you know what I'm saying, Mount Rushmore list, which is the one they got. I can't even deny it. They got it right.
So I don't see like three of them. Which one we stayed on? Because I'm pretty sure I know, but
well, there's only one, bro, man. Well, there's a lot of them, but the only true one, bro, and I'm surprised they got it on their head that Mike Jack, Usher, Chris Brown, and the greatest, R.Kelly.
Okay.
That's all that nigga wanted on there.
Oh, hey, nigga, you should have led with that, nigga. I was like, don't leave that out there. Like, but that is that would be correct.
It makes so much sense. Now, don't get me wrong, though. A lot of people like, yo, Mike is pop. So Mike is bigger than R&B. They like that spot can really go for somebody else. That can go for a Luther Vandross.
But you can also verse that he did kind of shape R&B too.
No, he definitely did. I ain't taking him off that.
Cause we ain't talk about the Jackson 5 catalog. Them niggas was R&B, nigga.
Yeah, I'm not taking him off, bro. I'm not taking him
but
off.
But who you saying? Michael Jackson is the most debatable, or is it Usher?
It's crazy that Michael Jackson.
I'm gonna put Usher.
Usher is not really debatable, bro, man. I feel because we're talking about R&B. You know what I'm saying? Rhythm and blues, bro. Michael Jackson surpassed R&B by probably 88. Yeah. Whenever Thriller dropped.
Thriller, he was pop.
He was out of there. So everything that he dropped after that was a number one top 100 record. It wasn't even, if it was on the R&B, we already know it was.
But low key, at that time, it's funny you say that because he came back to R&B later as he got older. Because he started letting R.Kelly write for him, Flow What You Wrote.
But pop music is just really, bro. Pop music is just
pop
music is popular. So you can make a song today, right now, and if it pop, it pop. That's what it is. It may sound boom bapish. It may sound trappish. If it pop, it pop. Now it's pop music. Man. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I stand with it on there. But I feel that you could it is some other people in there that can battle that spot. You got really, like I said, Luther is a very, very big piece of that.
Yeah, man. Luther is the OG of R&B.
What do we say about what does Stevie Wonder do?
Bang out nothing but classics.
R&B, right?
Yeah.
What do is Prince? Is Prince in that?
Oh hell yeah.
So it's like
but Prince, he we putting Prince in that Michael Jackson category.
But I never looked at Prince as pop though. That's the difference though. I never looked at Prince as pop. I looked at
Prince as pop / new era type music because
I looked at him as R&B.
His shit was
rock. R&B rock, not pop though.
But I feel like he matured in his music. Even when he went by no name, bro, he had kind of went into a different genre of like music. Like some of his songs, he ain't saying. That nigga just was doing poetry to the motherfucker.
I mean, you got a point with that, but it's like Neo. Like I said, this ain't making about Neo because there's a lot of other people out there. But I feel like these four right here is not. It's really not even any other artist that compete with them. Chris Brown, I feel like is gonna end up being He can be the greatest artist of all time because of where he's at right now, and he can do everybody. He can do everything in there except what R.Kelly do as far as with the pen. Like, and his pen is nice too, Chris Brown.
Nice with the pen too.
But it ain't nobody has a pen
producing
like
too. But like I say, with Chris Rock, bro, Chris Rock is still only like 34. Like Chris Rock is still.
What's his name?
Chris Brown is still real talk. Chris Brown
three
is
times, y'all. 3 times, man.
No, but Chris Brown is only like 34 years old, bro. He got as much as he don't clipped and put out since he been 16, 15?
About 35, but yeah.
But he still, but think about it, he's an R&B artist. He still got so much more to do, bro.
No, much more. It's a lot of, he got a lot of, you know what I'm saying?
So I think he gonna definitely take it though.
He got a lot of potential, and that's crazy when you say somebody got a lot of potential and they 35 in the game, 35. Bro, and he's on the stadium tour right now.
Yeah, he flying through the air.
You know what I'm saying? How does Chris Brown, man?
He ain't no more than 35. No more than 35. Because I know he's been in the game since 15.
He's about to turn 36.
Told you.
Yeah, he's about to turn 36. He's born in 89. But 80 babies killing it.
Yeah,
80s babies run this shit. The Mount Rushmore is 80s niggas. Except Michael.
They want that drip, bro. They want that drip. That's when a lot of that is when the best R&B niggas was born in the 80s, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I
Just
gotta
real talk. Even if you
withdraw
want to
that.
go for the groups.
I gotta withdraw that, bro, man, because it's just Chris, bro, man. Because Mike ain't born in the 80s. Kills ain't born in the 80s. I don't even think Usher born in the 80s.
Nah, I think Usher may be like 80.
Maybe like 79.
Damn.
I don't know though, but I'm rolling with it though, man. I cannot go against this list. Like now, if we're making a list of, based off of like everything, you can start bringing in people that just wrote great songs. You know what I'm saying? And they just got a lot of impact on the game. I'm gonna lie, that Luther is kind of crazy because Luther is
It's like you want to, because a lot of people, to me,
vocally,
the reason I don't give it to Luther, bro, vocally, you know he got it, but the reason I don't give it to Luther is just, and it's not his fault, it's just that his career didn't go as long as I wanted to go. He had a long career, it just wasn't, I don't think he had enough hits as the amount that those had.
You tripping on the hits there.
No, I'm just being honest. Can you compare his hits to Michael?
Not Michael, bro, but
Can
we're
you
talking
compare
about
his hits
R&B
to
though.
Usher?
Bruh,
You can't compare as many hits, bro. Like, can you compare him to Chris Brown?
Nah, bro, because they out here now, bro. Luther been gone for like 15
That's what I'm
years.
saying. Even if you just can't, so we can't put him up there.
It's a few, like I said, they put them four on there, but it's like you got him on there. You got Whitney Houston that's left out of it. She definitely should be on there. I got Whitney over here in the crib.
Hey man, but we gotta do female for that though. She's definitely on that.
It shouldn't even be like that though. You know what I'm saying? If we talking about R&B singers, because that don't have basically no male or female on that shit, man. It does not have that. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't say the Mount Rushmore for male R&B. They said the Mount Rushmore for R&B.
Hey man, for the culture though, I ain't gonna even lie to you though.
Mary J. Blige.
Hey.
Mary J. Blige, bro.
That's what I'm saying, dog. For the culture though, I ain't gonna lie to you though. Usher can probably come off of Whitney or Mary, bro.
I was gonna say Usher can come off.
Hey, you gotta slide off.
As I'm thinking now, Whitney and Mary can take Usher out. And that's crazy said, because Usher got crazy hits.
Crazy, bro.
But for Chris Brown, I'm not taking Chris off it.
Nah, I'm not taking Christopher off.
I'm not taking Briss off there, and I'm not taking R. Kelly. R. Kelly's probably the most talented person ever to pick up anything with music. In my eyes, bro, he did it all, bro.
That's facts.
He did it all, bro. If like country, the trail ride stuff popping off right now, the country
He
music,
will be running.
He be running that, bro.
Running that, bro. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, bro, if that boy, he put a banger out with him, must be, man.
Bro, we gonna leave this alone, bro. Get in the chat right now. Let us know, man. Like, who need to come off this list? I didn't even keep going to people that should be on there, but yeah, Usher, bro, man. Sorry, you gotta go, bro.
Yeah, a lady gotta get on that list,
Yeah, we gotta put it on there. Beyonce too, bro. Man, you gotta go Usher, man. Like, and I want to keep going, but we didn't even say Beyonce name, and Beyonce got more hits than Usher. We know this.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I'm
we couldn't put her on like, yeah, we know.
Man, y'all had me here all day, bro, man. But shout out to him, man. Another thing we want to go into real quick, man. This is something, man, like just going on in the world right now that I seen and I said, yo, what would willz do?
What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? So, Birdman, bro. Birdman actually, from what I'm hearing, bro, he's married to Toni Braxton, bro.
That's good.
He's married to Toni Braxton, bro.
Shout out to Birdman. That's a hey man.
You know,
she vintage, bro.
That's what I was gonna ask you though, bro. Like, damn, bro, like, it ain't really a what would you do in this one, man. It's like, what could you do in this situation like that? Like, Birdman it's like the Jermaine Dupri when he pulled Janet Jackson.
Yeah, man.
They hit it too, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
well, he hit it way more than Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's like we never would have seen this coming, bro, because this is Toni Braxton, you know. Like, she's very, very down. I ain't gonna say down to earth, but she's very, very, private.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't never heard of Toni Braxton.
I've been hearing, but niggas was like, man,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard of her even being in anything or attached to anything like this. You know, to like him, I should say. And it just don't stand out to me to see Birdman, a nigga with face tattoos all on everywhere, bro. You see how she looked at Krishan when she came back there, when she was trying to break through there?
Yeah.
Like, and you married to Birdman?
Hey, man. Yeah, it is crazy,
You know,
bro,
I could have seen Birdman dating, bro.
Who?
Keisha Co.
Damn, bro, I never thought about that.
I can see.
But yeah, I can see Keisha Cole. Yeah.
She wanted, like, Keisha Cole is like still trying to be down, even like she's not old, but she's trying to be with niggas.
She's trying to still slide in.
She's trying to slide with the young crowd, the 22, 23 crowd. Birdman still trying to slide with the 22, 23 crowd. And I just never seen, but I respect it. I love it for my nigga, bro.
And you know what? I heard about this probably about years ago, like maybe at least 5 years ago, when they had the reality show, the Braxton. Because I kept hearing about what's his real name? It's Terrence? Brian. I kept hearing him say Brian, but I didn't know. But in their household, they was calling him Brian. Then I put it together, and I'm like, oh, Brian Bird.
Nigga thought you talking about Brian Gumble.
Bruh, that's what they would call him. They called him fucking Birdman at the dinner table.
That's Brian Gumble.
But no, bro, I mean, it didn't shock me, but it's like, damn, bro, when you think about it for Tony, like, damn, all these years, man, you want a nigga like Birdman? Yeah, I was coming at you all wrong.
That shows you right there, bro. Don't ever, like, not shoot your shot.
Don't shoot your shot, my homies, for real,
shoot your shot, nigga. Don't ever not shoot your shot, because, like I'm saying, you can play yourself out of position, bro. Like, my brother RJ always told me that, bro. Like, hey, yo, my nigga RJ, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, man.
That nigga, bro, RJ had some of the ones. I'd be like, damn, bro, man, I'm talking about, we 17, 18 probably, bro. He got chicks coming over that's 27, bro, dropping food off. I'm talking about baddies, bro, and we ain't got a penny.
Ain't got a penny to y'all now. Y'all thought y'all gonna hang with shit. Y'all probably still end up hanging his jersey in the Raptors. They were like, that boy was, woo.
Boy was stellar pan.
But nah, it's a win for Bird, man. A win for Toni Braxton, man. You just never know what's a female type, what she like.
You don't never know what's
she might like somebody saying, hey, Junior.
It's
Come here, Tony.
It's a different one, bro, man. But shout out to Toni, man.
Shout out to Birdman, nigga. Shoot.
Toni Braxton Williams.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? It may have to be. She might have to hyphenate.
Hey, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. She's still the finest one. She fine, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. She the baddest one, bro, and she always had short hair.
I always loved Toni, man. Ever since she did the record with Dre, I was mad that she had Dre in there, and I was only like 8.
What you talking about? You talking about the Dr. Dre record?
Oh, man.
Hey, bro, you heard that nigga on the phone. Hello?
I was like, who's this nigga?
This nigga, bro.
Who's this nigga named Andre? Like, man, but, hey, shout out to Toni and Brian, man. I had to call them by their governments, man.
Birdman gonna beat all three of y'all,
but,
bro.
I don't know if you seen this, bro, man, but Trump, with them tariffs being in there, man, he set them tariffs up right now, man, 25%, to China. They saying Temu and SHEIN, man, is a wrap.
Damn.
They ain't a rap, bro, but they saying, bro, man, it's like the Dollar Tree. It's about to be $1.25 for everything, bro.
You don't know if you're going to get your package or not. You what?
Niggas went in the Dollar Tree one day and was just like, hey, yo, ringing up stuff, bro. I'm like, hey, yo, bro, how this $4, bro? How this $7, bro?
Hey, nah, I feel him on that, bro. But I don't feel him on that because it's like, damn, bro, you fucking it up, man. Like, I mean, people don't want to admit it. I've shopped on Temu. I've shopped on SHEIN.
I think everybody.
Everybody has ordered.
I never did none on SHEIN, bro. I'm so late to it, man. Cause my ex, bro, man, she was ordering that shit on SHEIN, bro. I thought SHEIN was a female site. You know what I'm saying? She was ordering this shit on there like 3.5 years ago or something like that, bro.
That nigga kept seeing them package with SHEIN.
I picked up a couple packages and shit like that. Like, yo, man, pick up the package from the crib or whatever. And I'm dropping up, picking up package. But I never thought like that was a dude site, just like Fashion Nova is basically that, or like T-Rail's the wife of Heather Sanders. Yeah. To Sorella. So it's definitely that's something that people gonna look back on and be like, that took the game out. That changed the game.
That changed everything in the game, bro. You can get what you want, customize what you want. Get your quality. It's what you pay for, bro.
I done did a lot of
it's what you pay for. If you want to go in there and be the cheap one, then you gonna get.
I done did a lot of especially like household stuff like that.
Yeah.
I kill it on that. Like I done did that stuff. I haven't ordered on Temu in a while, but like that gonna take effect to a lot of people out there, man. That get and I think it's beneficial because a lot of people, man. I ain't gonna say the quality of some of that shit is not. Well, you can find some great quality on there.
Yeah.
You can find some.
And you gonna pay for great quality.
You gonna pay for it.
You ain't gonna pay.
But I think this helps a lot of people, man. That's why I don't. The Trump stuff, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people, man, they got their kids' school clothes through there.
School supplies.
Home supplies. They bought their home. They decorated their home off that shit.
Bro, so yeah, that's gonna help. And just like those, like you want a piece of everything. Why you messing up everything for us, bro?
Yeah.
Let it shine.
Like TikTok, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, help a lot of people get money and stuff. But I think with this, though, this has a bigger effect to people that, you know what I'm saying, definitely, man, get by taking care of their kids, you know, by, you know, getting their stuff through here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if y'all got the news out there, bro, but yeah, man, these, you know.
No, it's out there. I've been seeing on social media a lot of people just like, get it in when you can. They gonna tax the hell out of y'all now, you know what I'm saying? And that just make, like you say, that just makes that market go sky high.
It goes sky. And that's and this is another thing. That's why, and this is like the most informational podcast we probably did in a while. But
Realest podcast alive.
Realest one, man. Realest one. But that's why it's so important to vote, you know what I'm saying, at your local elections, bro. You got to start voting at your local elections, man. People go out and vote. It's great to vote anyway, but vote locally first, man. Worry about what's going on, because that's how that vote going, you know what I'm saying, get his way up to where it need to go.
Yeah.
Because this is the reason why we dealing with. I'm seeing people, man. I seen Azalea Banks say today, she was like, dang, we might have tripped up on this. We might have tricked ourselves off the game messing with this nigga Trump, bro.
Right.
Like, people are really, like, I'm seeing white people, man, that are racist, bro, that are, you know, rednecks, whatever it may be.
They turning, bro.
They not feeling it. They like, I could have rather, you know, did, you know, Kamala more than
just try to do their policy. But hey, man, that's when y'all wasn't saying that when y'all was running around with that "Make America Great" shirts again. Now y'all looking like crazy.
Man, it's wild, bro. That's wild. But hey.
Yeah, man.
We still see how that shake out, man. Like I said, I got some stuff coming my damn self. So.
Hey, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, man. I got an ashtray coming. I got a few little articles, nigga.
Man, bro. But hey, I know we're approaching the hour, and I know that, man. I don't want to take too much more of y'all time, but just to jump in some real quick, some little light stuff, man, that I wanted to speak on with, bro. I've been seeing a lot of people, man, like having a little pullback. I should say, I ain't gonna say backlash, because it's kind of who she is now, but. My baby, Sexyy Red, man.
It's your baby now?
Been, man.
Okay.
She can do no wrong over here.
I get at my boy.
That's,
okay.
That's the homie, man. But Sexyy, though, man, like, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that the Sexyy Red era is coming to an end. I don't see it, you know what I'm saying? But they saying it's, like, coming to an end because of this, not just because of his last record, was it Hoochie
Daddy?
No, Hoochie
Coochie, yeah.
Yeah, she did that record, and, I mean... It's with Sexyy, it's hit or miss, man. Every record for Sexyy don't hit with me.
I mean, well, yeah, it's kind of a hit or miss. She's gonna have a banger, and then she not gonna. Some I'm gonna miss, but I'm not a particular fan of the song. But yeah, I mean, in moments like this, bro, it's sad to say, but eventually Sexyy Red will die out, not fade out though, because it's not her. She got the personality. It's just the music, bro. It's just the content. You know what I'm saying? After so long of saying. My booty hole brown, hoochie coochie. After all this is so much, bro, I think after a while, bro, it's just gonna die away, bro. I mean, and that's coming eventually. That's why I wanted to see her on something kind of different. You don't gotta be a hoe every song.
I mean, but I don't want to see her on. I don't want to say I don't want to see her on nothing different, but I just don't see it. I can't see that. Like, I can't see her going as depth and more in depth as Glow is going. That's why we got Glow going there from where she was at. I don't see Sexyy going that route, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Why we can't be cool with her being in her, you know what I'm saying?
Her.
Not that.
Because that's what we saying, because that's what all the music is generating around. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, don't be a hoe. Just rap about turning up with your girls, getting money, you getting the bag.
But that's what she like to
you know
rap about. I can't censor what she rapping about, bro.
But like, you gotta also come to accept this is the reaction you're gonna get.
She ain't got no problem with that. She don't have no problem with the reaction that she getting. What they saying is like this, they coming to the end. I think females, because that's the most like what I seen was that females are getting, you know, they say they are getting tired of it, you know what I'm saying, of the Sexyy Red, you know what I'm saying, persona out here that, you know, is getting pushed. But, like, be honest with you, man, like, the biggest supporter of Sexyy Red music is going to be women. You know what I'm saying? Dudes kind of like, you know, we kind of just go with the flow of it, but this, and we rock with her, you know, realness of it.
Yeah.
We rock with more of her realness of her just being blunt. But the ones that's buying the music, running around in the car playing it is, you know, going to be more.
It's definitely more female. I mean, I mess with Sexyy Red. Don't get me Red off just her personality. And she's not afraid to talk and be who she is. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Whenever you can live in your own space and live in your own righteousness and you ain't got to worry about, bitch, you a hoe. Okay, motherfucker, I am, nigga. That's why I make these bands and make this music. So I respect her for that, you know what I'm saying? But at some point, like I said, you can be you. You just gotta look to grow. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta look to grow, man. And I think people are looking at her now more because her influence is so big to the kids. And people that, especially the kids and people that's 16, 15, 14, they so influenced by her right now. And I think the parents of these kids are starting to look like, all right, now I'm starting to see the effects of this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they want to pull back on it. But at the same time, I just think that you kind of got to just be a better parent.
Exactly. I always say this, bro. I don't care if your
kid
let
music
to
raise your
kids. NBA every day. If you raise your kids to understand this is music. 90 to 95% of this shit these niggas are rapping about, they are not even doing. This is just
I said for years, bro, I never thought that Future was the biggest, lean drinker like that.
All that.
But Future is responsible for probably, man, and I ain't putting him on it like this, but it's the truth though. He's probably responsible for pushing a lot of kids or younger gentlemen, bro, to doing lean more than anybody, more than even a Mike Jones or anybody from Houston, where that culture is like, popping more. But Future is probably pushed a lot of niggas to do that shit.
He pushed more than Mike Jones because he's definitely a bigger artist. So he brought that shit outside Atlanta. So
it's same thing with like Sexyy. I mean, it's a lot of girls that will go into the strip clubs, will go into, maybe doing a little bit of lightweight, whatever, to get that bag based off of what they grew up on listening to Sexyy. And that's just how it goes, bro. But it's on us as parents out here, man, and people as parents is to be like, hey, yo, man, I'm gonna teach my kid right between right and wrong because when I came up, and we came up in a different era, man. It's even more crazier now because they got more access. Yeah. But when we came up, I listened to Dr. Dre and Snoop and Dip, and like then when I got older, my Dip sets and 50 Cents, and my mama wasn't gonna. She knew I knew better.
You know what it reminded me of when I was coming up as far as my eras? Remember when I first started listening to Uncle Luke? And then that nigga had Pop That and all that shit out. And it was like, yo, this shit hard. This shit crazy. But
with my mama, I remember getting in my mama car, bro, and this was I was probably like 5 years old or something like that. And she had that tape. That Pop That, say, Pop that. I'm talking about white. If I'm lying, somebody older y'all tell me right now, the tape was white.
It was a white.
You may not know, because you ain't know what I'm saying. Older. If I'm talking about somebody that's old enough to know, though. I'm saying, like, if you an OG out there, tell me if the tape wasn't white, the single for Pop That. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real, but that didn't make me want to go out there, you know what I'm saying, and like try to have sex early or nothing like that.
You ain't go out there telling girl, hey, Pop That, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Nowadays it's different, but that's what I'm saying is how you raise your kids to go out and take on the world.
So I don't think she deserves the flack for that. I just think that, for her to blossom herself, though, if she wants to grow herself, which she doing great, doing whatever she doing. That's why when he was like, yo, if she want to change, she got to make better music. Yeah. I don't think she has to do that.
Though, because she has a great personality. So you don't want to block yourself out of potential movie roles. Because she has a great personality.
Don't take away from your image of trying to be something that you ain't. Grow.
No, you
evolve.
Ain't. But you ain't. You can evolve. That's good word. Evolve, bro. As you get
evolve,
older, evolve, bro.
But I don't want to see Sexyy doing a record with Kurt Franklin.
Me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I liked it, the Lil Baby and Kurt Franklin record, bro. But you ain't like it like that. Yeah. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. That's a little far fetched there as far as artists. But I don't want to see Sexyy Red doing a record with what's her name? Just say Toni Braxton or Tamar.
Yeah. Me either.
I don't see it.
You know what I'm saying? But see, the thing about being an artist, though, even though myself as an artist, even though I'm not producing our music, as we get older and as we grow, like you say, we evolve into different things. So I'm just curious to see what she would evolve into after all this whole stuff is done. I'm just curious to see what she would
keep calling that whole stuff.
And she says she old, bro. What can I say, bro?
Shout out to my girl Sexyy, man.
Shout out Sexyy, man.
Repping the Midwest like, no other, man. We always got to, give her that as well, man. But we getting ready to get out of here, man. I got a few more. I don't know if I'll make it through here, but the league right now, the NBA league, man, we getting ready to go into the summer, man. Getting ready to get to this playoffs. Well, we in the play-ins right now. So.
Yeah. So we get to these playoffs starting up this weekend.
It's up, man. I wanted to ask, though, man, because I seen today, man, they was like, the top players that need to get a ring, and at the top of the list was Steph and Brian. This is the year that they need to get a league. I mean, you need to get a ring. One of the things I did see next to that as well, I seen them damn ages. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's all good for us. Like I was just saying, the 80s produced, I feel like the 80s produced the highest amount of rappers, NBA players, probably football players too.
Yeah, man.
All of that, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like it was, you know, I don't know, it was there's something in the water during that time. Yeah. But Brian is 40. Steph is 37, bro. I can keep going on the other ones that's still around. They are the face of the league.
Yeah, KD about 35, 36.
You know, he's like, like 35,
You know,
36.
KD came in after his freshman season, so he younger because he came out earlier. Brian didn't go to high
He
school.
did 1 year at Texas, so yeah. But like we know that Ant-Man is climbing, Ja Morant is climbing, but it's just like it still hasn't turned over, bro. Do Brian and Steph Curry like literally gotta just leave the league for them to actually like turn it over to them, bro, man? Give them the key to the league.
At least. That's what I'm saying, because I don't see nobody being the face over Brian and Steph Curry, especially with the amount of range they got and what they did for the game. Yeah. It's no question, but I know the league is scrambling because they like, damn, who the hell? Niggas keep messing up, man. So it's kind of like they had Ja out there for a little bit, and then they, you know.
It kind of like, it seemed like he kind of went to the, like last year, or like, was it last year? Was it last year? Did he get, when he come back from that suspension?
I think that happened like, I want to say last year.
So, okay, before that suspension or whatever, man, maybe the suspension took an effect to it. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely took effect. They had to get him out of there, bro.
But I think it brought him more publicity at the same time.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
But not for being a face of the NBA, bro. You can't have no nigga that's going around slapping kids at a basketball game as your face of the NBA. Like, that
I think it's that too,
bro.
Though, bro. As you saying, and that's a good point too, man. Like the slaps, all that type of stuff. Yeah. Because before he got into that, before they suspended him or whatever, it was like we were having the same conversation. Like, yo, he's gonna be the face of the league. He's the new face, and Brian need to retire. But Ant-Man, like I said, we got a few of them, Luka and all them, man. But Ant-Man was supposed to be another one that was supposed to be the face of the league. Yeah. I think. Right now, and it's safe to say, man, a lot of the problems that we're seeing right now, man, is with the youth. They don't, like we always said, the youth right now, the YNs, they don't respect shit.
Not a thing.
You know what I'm saying? And going into that is that, like, yo, who's clean enough and good enough to actually hold that, you know what I'm saying, league thing? And that's what I think we're running into right now.
And the thing about it is, before Brian took it over for the last 20 years, it was just like, well, he took it. I ain't say took it over because he shared it with Kobe. He shared it with a lot of people along the way too. But he was the main person for the last 20 years. But see, my thing about it is, before Brian, you never find an athlete that's clean, that doesn't get in no trouble.
Kobe.
No, nothing.
Well, Kobe got in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. Even Kobe got in trouble. But I'm saying you never find an athlete that's the face of a league like Brian. Even before then, when it was Jordan. Jordan was out here gambling on Chicago steps. Nigga, the thing.
He's definitely not clean.
So you know what I'm saying? He might have been the best player, but even Jordan was dirty.
And that's what I'm saying. Steph, you got Steph. He hasn't gotten any trouble.
Yeah, Steph had. So when you're not going to find two of those kind, especially with these YNs nowadays. It's crazy.
But like I said, you 100% right about that. But it's just not them two. Don't get me wrong. Them are two elites that, you know, they on a whole nother level. They major stars. But it's other players in the league that's superstars, bro, and they don't get into trouble. I think with I'm gonna pull this back to just like, man, the respect, man. Like we've been talking about this for a long time. The respect has been lost with rap. Like niggas be like, they call you old at 30.
You be old at 28.
Get your old ass out of here, nigga.
What's up, pops?
You know what I'm saying? Like the youngins don't respect like that no more, and that like bleeds over into like these type of situations right here. I was not on Ant-Man's side or Anthony Edwards' side about the whole baby mama shit. Definitely wasn't on it, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like, bro, that would never go like that with any of them other players, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like. It's a way to go about shit, bro, and how to, you know what I'm saying, nip it in the bud.
Yeah, it's like they don't have the proper channel of people around them, because that would have happened to something like LeBron, nigga, you wouldn't even maybe known about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just the way that the media is dragging it out. But like you say, nowadays, even when you listen, it's just YNs, bro. And I don't even like saying the word YNs, because I heard on First Take, you know, they be having, what's the twins? Markif and
Marcus Smart and
Mark Morris.
Oh, Marcus Morris.
So one of them is on First Take, and I seen him talk about Memphis, bro. He actually said YNs on air. He was like, yeah, them YNs right there. I'm like, damn, bro, it's like, God.
It's like we giving them, you know what I'm saying, like the hype around it to make them want to do it more. I feel like
do it more, bro. Do it more.
The respect is being so lost, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's respect. It ain't even respectable for what Anthony Edwards doing. It ain't respectable for what Ja Morant. He is not doing anything just crazy like that. It's just that Ja Morant is just like he can be for the position that he supposed to hold. He know better.
Yeah,
he should want to do better.
And then again, a lot of, like you said, a lot of these athletes, bro, it's no media training no more. So you got Ja Morant getting himself into that, going live, posting, shooting, and guns.
Yeah.
So he did that on himself. These young dudes don't even got media training to, even if you do, like, even if Anthony Edwards had babies out there, so like that, he don't got no media training to address it, to be like, what he trying to do, that's all that's in him and his hooping. So if you get just known for that, that's it. You can't be the face of nothing brand.
I mean, and I brought that up to you, bro, because I'm like, yo, that man 40 years old, and he ain't got no stopping him right now. And I'm like, he's still going. So if he don't choose to like walk away from the game, he still can hold this arm. Steph is killing it right now still or whatever, bro. But it's like, damn, we've never seen this before where it's just like, damn, these niggas is they close to 40 years old or 40 years old. And they're the top players in the league. This is a young man sport.
It's the way, but them are two exceptions. Him and KD, those are exceptions.
Yeah, but behind
it ain't
them,
a lot of people breed like them, play ball like them.
It ain't, bro, but it ain't, bro. But it should, dog. That's, dog, when you go in the league at 19, 20 years old. It shouldn't be no 17, 18-year-old age gap between the greatest players or the best players in the league. Or it should not be that type of gap, bro. It should be somebody at least in that 25. Like Ja and them, like they all there, but I'm saying it should be somebody in that 25, 30 range, bro. That should be already, like, we talking about like, yo, this is their league.
Like, this is the takeover.
This is their league.
That's why I just said, just to be honest with you, with the move that Luka just made over to LA, knowing he probably gonna be there for the next 5 to 10 years, he probably may end up being a face because, as I said, other than him just needing to lose weight and just kind of get medium in, him and what's the old boy name from the Spurs? Those would be the two people I would look at, man.
Wemby.
Yeah. And he is definitely
two foreign players. You know two
foreign players. It's sad, but
I like Alexander too, though, man. He's dope too. He stay out of this shit too.
Yeah. He from Canada too, though.
Damn.
Your 3 best players is not even from the States, but that's the way the game is emerged to come to, bro.
That's where we at, man. But
our athletes out here having babies everywhere and doing this and that. We throwing bombs in the crowds, man.
We can't win, bro. Like I mean, it's just sad, bro, because we are the National Basketball Association, bro, and it's not a black sport, but it's like we.
Man, that league is 85%.
No, it's
black,
definitely, yeah.
And then the thing about it, before we get out of here, is that you want to see a black hooper that come in there like LeBron, that's clean and he ain't in for the bull. He working out on his game. We want to see that.
Oh, man.
But
it's like with the weed and everything being legal, like I'm definitely pro weed, but it's just like something. It make you step back and be like, hey, man. Maybe it is too early for some of this shit, because y'all niggas don't know how to, gel with it, bro. Y'all don't know how to accept it.
Niggas need to smoke more and sit down. These niggas out here smoking, going to the strip club, they hanging. they in the city.
They going to get them little wheel wings. But, hey, man, shout out to y'all, man. Definitely shout out to Brian and Steph, man. We going to see what shakes out with Ja and Ant, so we going to definitely see how that shakes. But one quick thing, because I got to get out of here, man. Bro, got to get out of here. Drake is... You've been granted permission, bro, to continue to go ahead and pursue the lawsuit with UMG, Universal Music Group, for this They Not Like Us defamation case. Easy, cause sure, I wanted to go on this earlier, man, but do you think he just need to just let that go? Just let it go.
Bro. You know what, bro? Man, and I just heard good news about Drake, too, bro, but... if you don't let this shit go, bro, I just never in a million years, they can't not let the nigga win this shit, bro, because it's kind of like, I've never seen a nigga in a million years go back and forth in a diss event and go back and sue the world, nigga. Like, what are you doing?
It's like he stopped making music. He stopped all the, you know what I'm saying?
He paused all that shit, bro.
Any like type of steam he had, bro, like he stopped it, bro, to just like, all right, I'm gonna work on this lawsuit.
And then it's kind of like, damn, man, Kendrick don't beat shit down your leg. Now you messing with these white people over here in Universal. Leave them people alone, bro. Like,
ain't it like this, bro, man? I don't want to keep, cutting off, bro. Ain't it like when the disc came out, bro, and if everybody took sides, if you want to say that, didn't it seem like Drake got cornier?
Man,
it's like he started doing shit to make you make like, what is he doing now? Why is he doing? He's like he pushed the hip hop community away from him.
Bro, it's damn near like that, bro. That's the same thing I felt, bro. It's like, and I've tried to ride with Drake through so much, bro, from the bathroom pics to the pictures in the mirrors and all that with the big clothes. I'm just like, bro, but then I see them on the streams, bro, and he actually, just to drop a little knowledge, he actually just got to deal with Kick, and I think they paid him to do at least one stream a week, and he gets like $1.5 million a stream.
Hey,
one a week. And I was just like, damn, all these opportunities they're dropping on, and you still being a corny nigga. Like, even if you don't say nothing about Kendrick, drop the lawsuit, go back to making music.
Just make music, bro. Go back,
you can't even do that.
Like, let it go, bro. You keep on just like pouring, you know what I'm saying, water on the fire, bro. And then like you do, shout out to Aiden Ross, bro. But it's like I said, you pushing yourself away from hip hop because Aiden Ross is cool. But once you did the stream with the other dude from overseas or whatever, and then now you're doing with Aiden Ross, it's like you doing one with everybody except people that's inside the hip hop culture.
And mainly academic, because he the one that went so hard for you. He the one that leaked. You had him leak your diss song on his stream before it hit. Like, come on, bro. You can't, bro. You can't do people like that. That just kind of showed me how you are, bro. The nigga, you don't tapped in. I'm gonna give you the record for. Woo, woo, woo. He going hard for you, and you go to these other platforms. You don't even say nothing about them.
You ain't say nothing about it. You don't give him a shout out. And like I said, you could have went to anybody platform. You can go to your homies platform, boost them up. But it's like Aiden Ross, man, he does this thing. Shout out to Aiden Ross, but it's just like you ain't did nothing with nobody in hip hop really since this damn. I'm talking about like media wise since this Kendrick stuff popped off.
Facts.
He's like everybody against you, bro. Like if I wanted him to come to 3 on Whittier, it's like. You know, he ain't fucking with us, you know what I'm saying, obviously, whatever, man, but it's like he wouldn't fuck with us just on the strength of, it's like, damn near, we American and we hip-hop. Like, it's just like, it's like he pushing us away from him.
Yeah, man, it's just like, damn, bro, I just never seen nobody here not know how to take an L, bro, like the nigga bodied you, just take, and it's bad, bro, because Pusha bodied you too, but the way you bounce back, well, like, why you ain't just bounce back like that?
Yeah, bro, like you get in a fight with somebody over here, and now you got beef with everybody that stood up. They was standing on that side of the wall.
That nigga got beef with the whole West Coast damn near, bro.
Like everybody don't hate you, bro. Like not like I said, like I still like Drake's music, man. I'm just like as the beef is going, it's making me look more into like the music when it does drop, because it's just like, damn, bro, this is not the coolest individual. Music is about the persona and everything. So when it comes that you're not cool like that, it'll have an effect on your music.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, bro, it just was like, bro, just Drake, get back to work. Get back to doing you, bro. Like, you that nigga. It's like you ain't got nobody in this corner to just turn a nigga around, look in the mirror, and be like, hey, bro, grow your braids back. You that nigga. Yeah, you ain't gotta be doing all this. You out here trying to sue Universal and stuff, bro. Like, you trying to sue the record label that made you pop.
It's a sad case, man, because that man is like, we just talking about the Mount Rushmores. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely one of those ones that can be on a Mount Rushmore of the top 4 artists of all time.
But that'll definitely keep you up.
If you had to pick a Mount Rushmore of, like, if you had to do a Mount Rushmore, I'm not going to do it, bro, right now, but I'm just saying, but if you had to pick a Mount Rushmore of who was the biggest artist of all time, Mike and him would be up there, and just seeing that you got somebody that's born in 85, 86, whenever he was born, and they sitting next to Michael, and we ain't complaining about it. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? They sit next to Michael.
If Mike was alive, bro, he worked with Drake before anybody.
He worked with
You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking that away from Drake. It's just that you hate to see like one of the most your better rappers handle stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like in rap history, we never seen nobody get in beefs and handle it like that. Ever.
Never.
I didn't even know you could sue a lawsuit for a diss song. I didn't even know it can be created like that, bro.
He doing defamation though, so man, he trying to, I guess, take everything that was promoted with the pedophile lines and all that, which were wrote by Kendrick. So when people say that he ain't suing Kendrick, well, he's suing the machine that put it out.
That put it out, bro. So you suing Kendrick.
The same machine that put his music out.
Because that machine will find a way to get their money back.
Yeah.
But that's just crazy, Drake. That's corny, bro. That right there threw me. That threw me off more than even the L. That threw me off more than the L, the lawsuit.
Yeah. It's how he's been in beef with the Pushers and the Meeks.
Man, he don't body Meek. He basically ended Meek career down there because Meek still ain't recovered.
Yeah, he ain't been the same since. Like,
it's just crazy, man. You got too much money to be doing that, Drizzy, man.
I'm gonna shout you out, Drake, man. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and shout you out on that, bro. But that's soft. That's soft, bro, man. I'm gonna shout you out, but that's soft right there. I can't, fuck with the whole move with the lawsuit, but can't take away from your music. Won't do that, but we ain't got no episode on this, man. Spooky Hours edition, man. It's another one in the books, man. We should have some updates on what's gonna be going on with the lives. Again, y'all, like I said, like, comment, subscribe on this video right now.
The Bell, the greatest podcast alive.
Alive, man. On the live homies at that. But before we get out of here, man, make sure y'all do this, man. Go over to our Twitch, follow that. We're gonna be doing a lot of content over there, man. Do we got a kick or are we working on it?
Yeah, we gotta work on the kick, man.
Okay, we getting the kick.
In effect, but we gonna have one within a few weeks, maybe a week or so.
But Twitch is there though. Twitch is there, man. We probably got like 6, 7, it's probably like quick between 650 or something like that followers over there. Yeah. So I want y'all to do exactly like y'all did over here. Go run that up over there, man. Get us to 1,000 out. What you got to shout out, bro?
Hey, man, shout out to everybody that's messing with us, bro. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff popping up. Y'all gonna see a lot of drops coming real soon. Make sure y'all follow me on all platforms at Rapping Ass Willz on everything. GT Gaming 989 on Twitch, man. If y'all gaming, man, on YouTube also. And then, yeah, man, just check us out, man. Mess with us. We're going to be bringing more content soon.
Yes, sir, man. Make sure y'all go out there, man, and follow the boy, man. And also, man, hit up our page, 3am on Whittier 1 on IG. Make sure y'all hit that up, man. Follow us. We got new content every day on there. Also, man, if you on social media, man, as far as TikTok, we got 3. It's 3M on Whittier, yeah.
Yeah, 3M on Whittier.
3M on Whittier. TikTok is starting to go up there. We starting to build on there. We a little late to the game, but we in.
We in there.
We in there, man. And also, man, if you got any merch, make sure you shoot that over to us, 3M on Whittier at gmail.com. Make sure you shoot that over. Merch, sponsorships, get with us on that. Also, shout out to our producer, Marv, man. Definitely big shouts out to him.
Yes, sir, man.
Spooky Hours edition, man. This is one of the ones right here. And follow your boy, Coachjaer, man, on all social media platforms, man. I'm not going to take too much more of y'all time. Like I said, I got a lot to do tonight, bro. Got a lot we want to do tonight. So, until next time, man. Gang, man.
Double up the profit.